We just returned from a Rome cruise, and here are 15 things you need to know before you book one. Now, when you first considered a Rome cruise, you probably imagined sailing past the Colosseum and the Vatican, but you've probably already discovered the reality. Rome doesn't actually have a cruise port. Your Rome cruise leaves from the port city of Civitavecchia, about 50 miles or 80 kilometers away. And getting to the port city is not cheap. Private transfers from Rome or the airport can cost 150 to 250 euros each way. And on days when multiple ships are in port, expect longer waits and higher rates. It can take up to 2 hours to get there, depending on traffic. A train ride typically takes 70 to 90 minutes and can cost as little as 5 euros. But trains are often canceled or delayed. We had this happen to us on a side trip to Naples and ended up spending far more than expected just to stay on schedule. The main train station in Rome is huge, and we almost missed our train because the platform was buried way at the back. So be sure to give yourself plenty of extra time to locate your train. And while the Rome train station is enormous, the Civitavecchia station is quite small. It clearly was not designed to handle millions of cruise passengers every year. You may need to carry your luggage up steep stairs or use tiny, often crowded elevators. On busy summer days, as many as 7 cruise ships can be in port. That means long lines for shuttles, traffic near the terminal, and packed trains back to Rome. Rome's airports are notorious for delays, and Civitavecchia is a long way from the airport. If your flight is late, your ship won't wait. Arrive at least 1 full day early. But be warned, that extra day won't come cheap. Even basic rooms at hotels in Rome can cost 300 euros or more during peak season. In fact, Rome can be very expensive overall. A simple lunch can cost 25 to 30 euros per person, and a taxi across town can run you 40 euros or more. Expect to pull out your wallet constantly. Here's an example. Everyone wants to toss a coin into Rome's iconic Trevi Fountain, but you actually have to pay money to throw your money. There's even now a 2 euro entry fee to get close to the fountain. You might think that Europeans don't tip, and that's not completely accurate. Many restaurants in Rome add a small cover charge to your bill, a few euros, and locals usually just round up the bill or leave a euro or two. If you do want to see the sights, remember that Rome isn't a half-day city. If you can, spend at least 1 night before or after your cruise to enjoy the city. I would suggest planning a day after the cruise. That way you're not tired and jet-lagged like we were. Book your Vatican tour well in advance or you may not get in. It's that popular. I'd suggest setting up your Vatican tour the same day you book your cruise. Rome's charming streets will destroy suitcase wheels. We lost 2 wheels before our cruise even started. Bring a backpack or small spinner and wear walking shoes, not fashion sneakers. We learned that even in September, temperatures in Rome can top 90 degrees or 32 degrees Celsius. We did a walking tour and more than half the group dropped out before it ended. Sightseeing is best early morning or late afternoon. We were surprised to discover that kids in Italy and across the Mediterranean don't go back to school until after mid-September. If you're hoping for a mostly adult cruise, aim for late September or October or in spring after Easter vacation but before summer break. And finally, if you want to save money and seeing Rome is not a priority, you can find much cheaper accommodations in Civitavecchia. The bonus, getting there early eliminates that stressful scramble before you set sail. And while Civitavecchia may not be a bucket list destination, you will find a pretty seaside promenade and local cafes serving delicious, fresh seafood. For a step-by-step guide to help you get to your ship in Civitavecchia, we've got you covered with this video. Plus, we've got an entire Mediterranean cruise port guide you'll want to watch. I'm Patrick, your Port Authority.